Hi, I'm Beth Kingston, and today my creative genius friend Dina Wakley from Dina Wakley Designs is here. Hello.
Hi.
And she's going to show us how to make a mini album and then use fabric as a book binding using our Xyron machines. I love it. Show the people what you're doing.
Well, often I have pieces of project that I don't want to throw away, but they didn't work.
Do you throw anything away? That's my question to you. No.
Not much, not much. So what I do is I cut the pages down. These are gelatin prints that didn't quite work for me. And then I love to use a dry adhesive, which is why I love this Mega Runner, to glue the pages back to back.
Oh, great.
The reason why I use a dry adhesive for this is I don't like to wait for glue or paint to dry. And so this Mega Runner works really well for sticking it together. It doesn't pop apart. You don't want to make your book and have it pop apart.
Right.
That's no fun. So for this little book, what I do is I do this 4 times so that I have 4 sets of pages.
Okay.
Okay. You could use scrap of paper if you don't have, bits of art.
Sure.
Right? Anything that you've got in your workroom, in your studio will work.
Okay.
So I have 4 groups of pages here. These are called signatures in the bookbinding world. And then I have a number 10 tag that I fold into an accordion.
Great. Okay. Cool.
Bookbinding speak, this is a mountain.
Okay.
And this is a valley.
Yes.
Right?
And also in geography speak.
In geography speak, imagine that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nest my signatures with some envelopes and some tags, just because why just put one thing in there when you could overdo it?
And again, you can do onesies too if you've got an extra tag laying around or an extra envelope. This is the perfect place for those.
So what you do is you nest those signatures right in the valleys of that folded tag.
Okay.
Okay. And then you need to figure out a way to get them to stick.
Yes.
And so at home I just run these right through my sewing machine.
Oh, what a great idea.
If you don't have a sewing machine or if you're afraid to sew on paper, you should get over that. But if you're, you can definitely punch holes and tie with baker's twine, string, ribbon. So basically, you need to get those signatures attached to that tag.
Okay, held in place.
And this is what you end up with. So here you can see where I've sewn it with my sewing machine. Now here's the problem with this book. Woo, woo, woo.
Right.
That accordion binding is too big. And this is where this machine comes in.
Kabam!
So I use little strips of fabric.
Okay.
And I'm just going to have you run that through the machine. I use permanent adhesive,
always permanent.
For this. And I have lots of little books actually that I make that I run the fabric through my machine and
I ran it through the 2.5-inch creative sticker because that's a good width for it. But if you're making bigger pieces you can use the 5-inch or the 9-inch, whatever tickles your fancy. I'm going to give this a good rub because it is a heavier, more porous material. So I want to make sure the adhesive goes exactly where I want it. And then I just look how beautifully that comes off.
You can actually make this book any size. I've done large ones and done them as circle journals.
There you go.
So what I do is I hold the book and I wrap this around.
And imagine if you were using liquid glue. I mean, it would seep through, it would come out the edges, it would take forever to dry.
It sticks to everything.
That's correct.
Ask me how I know that. I do know that. So once you've got that stickered canvas piece on there, your book is contained. The accordion, you still have that great accordion binding. I
love it.
But it doesn't flop all over the place. And you've got a great, isn't it great? You've got a great little book that you could put photos, quotes, you could use it as a journal, travel journal, and give it as a gift.
I will take this gift. I'm going to steal this from Dina before she leaves today. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
For more great project ideas, come check out Xyron on Facebook and Pinterest or Dina at dinawakley.com.